No, you get told off. He will tell you off. Thank you. You'll get told off, mate. Hey, Wolf. So, this fox has been appearing for the last month or so. I have two huskies, and it's been coming in the garden, stealing most of the food. It's been quite entertaining to watch. But it feels at home. So there's two foxes that come. You got this one and there's another one. This one always waits for my huskies to finish what they're eating. As soon as they move, it'll go in and take the leftovers. In the meantime, there's a second fox, and it comes in and it steals the food from while she's eating. So with my husky, she is blind. She can't see. She's also quite old. She's 14 and a half. So the foxes have learned to take advantage of her vulnerability. And also with this husky, you might be able to see there's a scarf attached to his back. So his legs gave way just about 5 weeks ago. He can still stand, but he needs assistance from time to time if we go for a walk. But the fox will stay in most of the night, comes back in the morning, it sleeps here several hours of the night. As you can see, it's resting there. And like I said, as soon as she finishes and moves, this little fellow will go in and steal what you can take. So with the fox, he's also become quite confident with me. It comes near enough right up to me. I can't touch it, it's still scared if I move suddenly. Should we get closer to it? that's the other one. But I can't tell if this is a male or female, so there'll be an alpha male and an alpha female that generally do the hunting. Apparently something to do with their face shape, so if they got a V or a W.
Is she doing?
Huh? She's fine. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine, man. Don't worry about her.
I left my telephone in the lounge.
Okay. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, don't worry about her. Good night. Night. Love you too. Hey, big boy. Yeah, my boy. Hey. My day. Hey. So, that's Tyson. He's 14 and a half. Then I've got the sister Yuki. Same age. Same litter. And there's Foxy. So I can go right up to the fox. The thing is, as soon as I pass this bit, I lose connection. So you probably won't see it. But up to you guys. Tell me, I'll go up to it. I'll try anyway. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Yeah. So have we got a male or a female fox? That is the question. John, let's get closer to it. Let's make it more visible. So, bear with me just while my connection restabilizes. So guys, my connection's always a bit naff around it. Let me know if you can see this or not. You should be able to see Foxy laying there by the wall. Do you guys see that? Cool, thanks for confirming, Deborah. So, this is the fox that's been coming essentially every single night. I think it's a female. Not 100% sure. But it's quite calm and peaceful. It's very placid compared to the other fox. So I'm assuming this is the female, but I might be wrong. I'm not a fox expert. Apparently something to do with the shape of their heads. It could be a V or W, but that they look the same to me. So I'm never 100% sure. Foxy, foxy. So, second fox just ran out, but it got spooked by me. Where this one is confident, the other one isn't. Still quite. Coming to the garden and runs away. It's okay. Quite cute, eh? Cute looking fox. It's been quite unique watching them over the last month. The first time they came here, obviously they were scared of every movement, just running all over the place as soon as. Yeah, it does look quite big. It's got quite wide ears. So I googled what the difference is. It's resting, so its eyes are open, watching me the whole time. It might not look it, but it's watching me the entire time. But it does sleep in my garden, so it has a few spots. Unstable, so it's got a few spots. This being one of them. It also goes closer to the house as well. I've seen it sleep essentially halfway on this little patio bit. Then they're definitely cute. I need to name it. Thanks for the likes, Deborah. It's appreciated. So obviously I can't touch it, and I wouldn't, but I can get within a couple of steps of the fox without it being concerned. So it's lying on the wall. So it's like a wall that goes up the side. And it's lying there a couple of reasons. It thinks that the Huskies can't see it. But at the same time, I think it's just a hiding spot where it can lurk out of. At the same time, I think it's just a hiding spot where it can lurk out of. It's okay. It's okay. You okay, mate? I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. You okay, mate? I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. You know I won't hurt you. Hey, there we go. Good boy. Oh, good. Get out. I can't tell. Still can't tell. Male or female. Oh, sorry for the buffering. It does go between it. I need to get a booster for my garden. So at the moment the fox is basically I took another step in and it's sat up, so now it's sitting up just watching me. I think so. Obviously I get why they have a bad reputation. So naturally in the wild, well I say in the wild, they are in the wild, they will kill everything that moves, so they won't just eat for necessity, they'll eat and kill for pleasure, which is why a lot of people don't like foxes. As you can see, it's going towards my husky, so Deborah, can you see this now with my husky in the footage? If not, I'll move into a different position. So the huskies have definitely been feeding them chicken legs, so you can see there my husky has a chicken in front of her. So she is blind, she can't see the fox, but she knows it's there. And the foxy but this might look like she likes the fox, she tolerates it. She would attack it if she can catch it, but she's too old, she can't see it at all. Whereas my male fox does tail it off, so it doesn't get too close. But saying that, recently I've posted a few videos where it goes right up to him. Similar kind of scenario. While he's sleeping, if he's awake it won't. But with Yuki, it knows that it can't be seen, so it's more confident. So she's gonna get up now anyway, I think. Apologies, there's probably buffering on that. Sorry, Deborah. What I'll do, I'm gonna go where there's a bit more stability. So, right. So I didn't. Cool. So you can see again. Cool. So for the first 2 weeks, I didn't feed the foxes at all. The first few days, I tried to scare them away, but what was happening was my huskies were getting agitated, and the foxes were just coming back anyway. So rather than risking my huskies' health, because they're quite old now, sudden movements and things can affect them. So I allowed the foxes to come and nick food, and I just replenished it. But as a result, the foxes know there was constant food, and they come back every single night at dinner time, basically. So at the very start of feeding the huskies, I give the foxes a couple of chicken legs just to distract them. So Yuki's known that she's blind, she's diabetic. She needs injections, and she has to eat the same amount of food every day. So I have to essentially watch how much the foxes are stealing and just replenish it. And then with Tyson, where his legs have gone as well, he can't have any sudden movements because it does. Basically, he can have a few bad moments if he does. He's on his last legs. So I can see some filtered comments. I'm still getting used to life, so forgive me if I don't respond to certain things that are expected to have responses. Not intentional, but I see some likes coming through, so thank you for that. And Deborah, thank you for the gifts, it's appreciated. But it is fascinating to watch. And like I said, the first week, the fox wouldn't do this. It was basically lurking from either side of the garden, coming in, and it would try and take an opportunity if it saw one. But I'd say the first week it wasn't getting much food, and then it started becoming more confident when it realised that. So the huskies called Yuki. So when he realised Yuki wasn't responding to any of his movements, but they're still, I assume they know that she's blind. I'm not 100% sure, but I assume so. You alright, mate? Where are you going now? Don't annoy Tyson, he will tell you off. So you'll see now. You're gonna get in trouble, mate. So you can see how confident it is. So Tyson tells it off. It would attack him if he could, but you can see the fox has learned that Tyson can't chase where his legs have gone. So he can. So his legs went about 5 weeks ago on the walk. Basically, it slipped under him and he just couldn't get back to his feet. We thought we would be putting him down, but then 3 or 4 days later, he started to become, he started to get up and wanting to go for walks. And it's been 5 weeks later and he's still here. I've posted videos most days so you can see progress, but he's generally happy. Obviously now he's sleeping, but I don't blame it, it's midnight. But yeah, he can still bark. He's lost his voice with age, but you can still hear him telling the foxes off. But and as you can see with the fox, it's obviously wary of me, but it's very confident still. But they don't quit. Hey, you don't quit. So for Tyson, unfortunately, nothing could be done for his legs now. He's 14 and a half years old. It's not just his legs. So for average Huskies, they live between 12 and 14. He's surpassed that. But along with his legs, he's also got some internal issues and a potential cancer. So we didn't expect him to get through the last month at all. The fact that he's got through it and he's still positive, he goes for walks every day out of his own back, so I don't force him or encourage him to do anything. He has free roaming choice, but every day he's going to the gate asking for a walk, so he's been going out every day and he's quite happy. I think having the scarf around his back legs have helped supported him and given him a bit of confidence, so now he's more positive than what he was. But the truth is, every day's a blessing with Tyson. But as long as he's happy, we're going to keep going. And he seems to be quite pleased in himself most of the time. But you are relentless. Relentless fox. He does. So Tyson is infatuated by horses, to the point he'll just run up to them, sit in front of them and watch them, and he's in awe, complete awe. And as his parent, I'm super proud to see that. It's fascinating. But they've always been good with animals, both of my Huskies. They're good with all people, babies, adults, absolutely anything. Yuki, I've never had a single issue with her entire life. She's always been perfect as a dog with everything. She doesn't attack anything. She's always been happy-go-lucky. With Tyson, exactly the same, but unfortunately when he was around 4 or 5 years old, he started getting attacked by a few dogs, and the first couple of times he was scared of them, and you can see he became timid after the first 2 attacks, but the third attack he bit back and he actually caused damage to the dog, and from that moment on he learned that he's his own strength, and he started becoming not aggressive but protective. So any dogs that run up to him he'll bark at them. But once he smells them and sniffs them and knows they're no threat, he's absolutely perfect. So yeah, I'm based in Essex in the UK. What about yourselves? Lancashire. Cool. I've never visited Lancashire. And Gloucester for Deborah. So this is where I feel like a really dumbass. But are we talking Midlands for Gloucester? No, Midwest, I believe, for Gloucester. And Lancashire is just above the Midlands. Am I right in saying that? And Essex is southeast. Southwest. So I've been to Cheltenham. I used to work in Cheltenham once a month, so I visited down there. And Bristol. Oh, cool. So I was one of these people. I only ever travelled. So every time I had a holiday, I'd always go abroad. And then during COVID, when we were allowed to go around, that's the first time I started travelling around the UK. Yeah, so 15-20 minutes away. Yeah, I used to stay once a month for 3-4 days in a row. And it's a 3.5 hour drive from where I am now. But that would be I always travelled during the night, just so I didn't touch any traffic. But essentially, I forgot who I asked earlier, is Foxy sleeping? It will sleep here now until Yuki gets up. So you guys make a call. I'm happy to give it another bit of chicken. Do you want me to feed Foxy? It's been very patient, hasn't it? Let's do some chicken then. So I'm gonna go prep it. I know Foxy's gonna come and annoy us in a little bit, and he'll probably annoy Tyson, so I'm gonna put the phone here. I know Foxy's gonna come and annoy us in a little bit, and he'll probably annoy Tyson, so I'm gonna put the phone here. And you might be able to sit a little bit, and he'll probably annoy Tyson, so I'm gonna put the phone here. And you might be able to assist as a apology. You should be able to say it while I go get some beer. And you might be able to assist as a apology. You should be able to say it while I go get some beer. Thanks for waiting. As you can see, he knows what's coming, right? Gonna go over here though, mate. Come on. Come in. to do, I'm going to walk over there to the end of the pool, just because that's where I like to feed them. Yeah, it did run up for the chicken, but I don't want to feed it via Tyson because it, like I said, it intimidates Tyson. So I'm going to walk up to the end of the pool. I'm more than likely going to lose connection, so I'll wait until you guys see. But can someone just like post a message just saying you can see the fox in front of me, or you can see that I'm standing there, yeah? The foxy's going to come follow, so apologies if it does buffer out again. Hey. So, I'm standing by the end of the pool now. If you can see, just let us know. If you can't, then I'll wait for the buffering to catch up on itself. It's not the best light though, is it? Hey. You can see now, so... Yeah, Foxy. Do you want better light? Let's do the other side. Let's do the other side. Hey, they want to see you eat, mate. I hope after all this, he does actually... Can you see now, by the way, guys? So, can you see the fox standing in front of me? And you can see it standing by like a little drain cover, I'd say. Cool. So, chicken down. And I'll take a few steps back. Hopefully, I was hoping it would eat it right in front of us, but it's decided to run off with it. Okay, so that means one thing. So, sorry guys. Sorry, just want to make some rustling noise. So, essentially, I did give the fox a chicken leg, and I don't know if you saw, but it ran off and it went through the side of the garden. And what that means is it's taken it to its nest. So bear with us 2 seconds, sorry, and I'll explain it again. So, at the start of the night, the fox will eat in the garden. So, I've basically been reading up on it. And the fox will feed itself first. And then after, it will start taking bits back to its nest and feed its young'un. And it's been in my garden for about 2 hours now. It's already had probably 3 or 4 drumsticks earlier in the night. And I think it's full for itself, and obviously now it's going to start taking food back. Yeah, I think it's spring is generally the nesting season, so I believe it is feeding its babies. We definitely have 2 foxes that come into our garden, a male and a female. And the female, I think it's the female that you saw. She's the one that's always here. And then the male one will come for a minute at a time, come steal some food and then run away. But I do think they take food back to the nest for the babies. But I have got, obviously over the last last month I've been watching this every day. I've got so much footage of this now. And it is quite funny watching. I haven't posted hardly any of it. Otherwise my channel would just be foxes and huskies. And thank you guys for sticking on watching it. Not many people seem to be interested in it as much. Yeah, I think so, Deborah. I think the babies will start coming as well. So I've seen it with the magpies. So I've been on TikTok for just over a year now, and my very first video, so I'm just going to grab my drink. My very first video was a magpie coming up to UK on this patio and stealing her food. And it inspired me to create an account to post it. And that very first video, it was quite sketchy, and you can see it was wary of Yuki. And then over the weeks I started seeing it build more confidence, to the point that now, we saw it also mate. So we then, from one magpie, went to two magpies. Then from two magpies we went to four magpies, and now from four magpies we've gone to six. And that's happened over the last year, and it's now nesting season now. And we're starting to see the magpies appear daily as well, taking Tyson's food. So they never used to touch Tyson's food, only Yuki's. And the big part of that is because Tyson would defend it and he ate most of his food, but after his accident, now he stores food. The magpies have learnt to be brave with him as well. And I'll be posting a couple of videos over the next few days that I've been taking of them. But they are, yeah, it's been fascinating to watch. Hedgehogs, no, so rarely do I see them as well. So there's a shortage right in the UK, and I always used to walk my dogs in the evening, like late night. So they always had a daytime walk in the park. And then they'd have like, I'm talking 12 at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll take them out just for an hour. I just enjoyed it. It was fresh air, you're by yourself, and it was my safe place, calm place. And I only ever saw one hedgehog in my entire life doing that. And that was during COVID, when no one was going out. So, yeah, they are hard to see now. Thank you for the gifts, guys. It is appreciated. Not required, by the way. I just enjoy speaking to people that enjoy watching the same thing. So, thank you all the same, though. It is appreciated. That wasn't a complaint, by the way. Like I say, I'm still getting used to all of this. Not confident in myself, that's why I don't show my face that often as well. Confident in these guys, that's why you always see them. So remind me of you guys, so how many, obviously you like your animals, what pets do you guys have again, please? It does, and it has been crazy how much it does all cost, not gonna lie. I've just been lucky. I was in at the time of all this going on, I was in a reasonable position, but it is crazy how much I have to spend on them. So Yuki alone, so with her diabetes, injections alone and needles, I'm talking £500 a month, and then speciality foods and everything else. So she's close to about 800 a month, which is nuts in itself. And then Tyson, more recently, now he's on daily meds. He's on about 12 tablets a day, amongst other things. That's it. Sorry, Deborah, you have said that before. And an 80-year-old tortoise. Is it a Horsfield tortoise? That's right, isn't it? Horsfield, or is it a horseshoe tortoise? And I do love German Shepherds. So my wife had a German Shepherd. I also had one growing up as well. Good loyal dogs. He was inherited. How long have you had him for? I have said to my wife, I've always wanted a tortoise. I'm not just saying this now that you've mentioned it. I have in the past said about getting a tortoise. Foxy's turned up again. I love it. My flies. I'm just watching the foxes and badgers. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a shame you can't have any pets. It's frustrating, but at least you do get to enjoy seeing it all as well. So badgers, I used to see them when I was walking the dogs quite often. I say often, like once a month at least. But they just run. They're like bulldozers. They have no sense of direction. If they get spooked, they just run wherever they're facing. So I've had it a few times where they've run directly towards me and the dogs. And then they've realised that the dogs are there and run straight back. They like sausages, badgers like sausages. And mashed potatoes, right? Bangers and mash. They really smell. I remember the first time I saw a badger, because I was always told badgers bite. And I think any animal in any situation can bite. I think the first time I ever saw a badger, I was quite young, and I was walking home, and it was dark, and all of a sudden I looked up and the badger started walking towards me, and I remember running behind the car and then hiding behind the car, waiting for the badger to go past. It never went past. I ended up climbing the car, thinking the badger was trying to get me. I was young and stupid. Not that I've improved on my intelligence. Get them on my badger before we had Rosie. Yeah. So Rosie's your German Shepherd girl. So we have in the past. So now that the dogs are older, all the animals are coming up to them. In the past, though, we did find 2 dead badgers and 2 dead foxes over periods of their lives. Badgers like biscuits. I have to say we don't have any badgers here, though. Well, I say that, I've not seen any. But a lot of people around where I live, they've all got pets. Like, I think near enough everyone's got a dog. Cats, or people have horses as well. So we have a few horses every day. But we definitely get all the birds. I've been seeing hawks over the past few weeks as well. Last year, just randomly, I was filming a robin in my garden and the hawk just flew down and killed it. Bless it. I like a good robin. That's it, Bodger and Badger. A good old classic. Ooh. So what do you feed your tortoise? Is it just lettuce and vegetables and things like that? Yeah, so the foxes do go in other people's gardens. So I'm basically a bad person if I feed the foxes and bring them around the area, because, like I said, a lot of people have pets around here, and foxes. So going back to about 8 months ago, someone around here had a fox kill all of his chickens. So not everyone has chickens around here, but a couple of people do. And with foxes, they don't just kill for what they need to eat, they will kill for fun. So he literally killed every single one of his chickens. I think he had about 8, 9. So, yeah, they're frowned upon. But truth is, I know everyone's got an excuse right in life, but I do feel that my excuse is reasonable because it's for the welfare of my dogs, as stupid and backwards as that sounds. Because, like I said, with Yuki, she has to have the same diet every single day, the same structure. She's seizured in the past, and she's been diabetic for 3.5 years, and it's only been the last year that her routine and her levels have been perfect. Up until last year they weren't, and she seizured several times. And the reason why I think it's been better is because everything is consistent now, from food to injections to absolutely everything. So I don't want to change anything, and I need to make her eat the same amount, so I'm always giving her food, and she eats over a period of time. She doesn't eat it in one lump sum, and I can't force feed her. So, and yeah, definitely, fox is definitely the most urbanised wildlife we can say, I think, and they're definitely not scared of people anymore. So, where I used to live in Southend. So I'm from Southend-on-Sea, and I used to live near the high street. So I lived in a terraced house, a built-up town essentially, and all the animals are confident of people. Pigeons will go between your feet. Don't get me wrong, they're still wary and things will fly and run and flap and do all that, but they live amongst you. And foxes do as well. They'll happily walk past you in the road. Whereas since I moved here, because there's not loads of people, all the animals are actually the opposite. They're more nervous of people. So with this and the fox that we have now, like I said, the first 2 weeks that wasn't happening. It was running away. As soon as I opened the door to go outside, it just ran. And it's only through time it started to build its trust. And speaking of trust, it comes back. So, and as you can see, first thing it does is it's going to look for food. It's going to go annoy Tyson again. No. I don't think it's second stepper, I think it's like fourths or fifths. But surprisingly, Yuki hasn't actually moved away from her food yet. She normally does, she normally gets... So, she has 8 chicken drumsticks every night. She normally eats about 4 or 5, and then she'll snooze for a couple of hours and finish the rest. But in between, she'll get up and move. And that's when the foxes have known it's the best time to go. I think she can smell them. You can see she's lifting her nose. But the thing is, I can't keep feeding it. It actually eats more than my dogs eat, which is crazy. So it's definitely feeding her best. And through time, so I'm going to be a first-time parent in September. I've heard foxes aren't brilliant with babies, so through time I need to cast it out eventually. I won't be cruel or anything like that. You'll still get an occasional treat, but it won't be at the same level as what it's getting now. Thank you. It's going to be strange. So I'm 40. I'll be 41 when I first have my baby, so it's going to be interesting. No, I agree, but so it's one of those things that you can look at it from 2 ways, right? The first way is people have done it, we've taken over their environments and they're taken back they're learning to adapt to ours. But the problem is, if I keep feeding it, it will be fully reliant on me as source of food, and it will lose its ability, I guess, to be natural. And that's what I don't want to do. It still needs to go out and hunt and work its own life, because there's going to be times where I'm not going to be around, and it's going to be reliant on me. So probably because there's going to be times where I'm not going to be around, and it's going to be reliant on me. So apologies if in the long term that's not fair on the fox, because I'm not going to be here every day to feed it. I'm here every day at the moment because my Huskies require it. And although don't mind adopting you, mate, you have to learn to do your own thing as well. I'll never be cruel to them. Like I said, apart from the first few days, I never yelled at it through water or anything like that. I just shushed it. But that was it. And we've not done that for a while because we learned that's pointless, isn't it? Okay, Deborah, yeah, let her do her thing, and thank you for joining, and thank you for the gifts and likes. It is appreciated. Good night to you too, and hopefully we'll catch up again soon. Yeah, so what I so as I was saying with the magpies, where it started with essentially one magpie, then two, obviously. So I'll do this. What is it? What objects have strings? A guitar. So I had to do that puzzle thing to keep them alive. So with the magpies, where it started with essentially one, then two, that's clearly like an adult male and female, and then we had four that they came in as essentially children. I don't know what the children name for magpies are, but they're all baby magpies coming into our garden, and they're all watching the parents do their thing with Yuki and Tyson and their dog food. And obviously over, I think they were almost the same size as the adults within like 6 months. And now we have 6, so I think one of those couples are bred again. I don't know if the parents are bred again, so now we got 6 of them. So I'm expecting to have probably close to 10 probably this summer after the spring, because it's mating season now. But it's quite funny watching the birds. We've got 4 resident doves that come every day. I've joked about them being chickens on my videos, but I know they're doves. That started with just 2 doves, then we got 4. So through time, a lot of the animals that are coming into our garden, when they know the Huskies are not threats to them, they basically keep coming, and they're bringing their young to learn as well, which is it's quite nice to be part of and watching. I've always been an animal person. I always used to do this thing, so if I ever went on a first date, I'd go to the zoo, because for me, how someone reacts to animals is how I know who they are, as weird as that sounds. Don't have to like every animal, but to have a good nature around them. Yeah, so do you think this is? I do think it's the girl, but I genuinely don't know. I'm just assuming. You've not been to the zoo? No. Why? Are you? Is it not your thing? To me, I think, like me, I can watch nature programs all the time. I just find it fascinating. Um, the most simplistic things are the most beautiful. I agree with you on that. So, this is where it's the pros and cons to having zoos, right? So, I disagree with how zoos formed. So why they first existed was for showmanship. They'll put behind cages for us, our pleasure. But I will say, I do believe not every zoo, but many of them over the last decade have transformed how they approach things, and it is more trying to protect them. Like, we're taking animals out of their natural environment. There's no question of that. But we're also protecting them for the future, and by breeding them, amongst other things. So, for example, if we're also protecting them for the future, and by breeding them, amongst other things. So, for example, if we take the giant pandas in China, is the prime example. They'll go extinct, and then zoos, they started showing them panda porn, so they should start showing pandas, other pandas, and doing business and encourage to breed out of the exist or dangerously. Just some benefits to it, but 100% with you, seeing them in the natural world is you can't beat it. But at the same time, I guess we domesticate some animals, like I've domesticated this husky over there. Tyson's definitely out for the count. So what kind of animals do you like watching in general? Me, absolutely anything. If I can meet one celebrity in the world, it was always going to be David Attenborough. And if I could do one job in the world, it would have been his. What an amazing life. Unstable connection. There we go. I just love how all animals are unique and adapt to everything as well. I can hear another foxy who's can't get through there. You get comfy. So I've obviously over the last month been reading a bit more about foxes. I guess I've always known about them, but never really knew their behaviour. I guess apart from what you see is right in front of you. So there tends to be an alpha male, an alpha female, and then essentially a third in command. The alpha male and the alpha female are the hunters. They're the ones that will go out and collect the food, and like I said, they'll feed themselves first, and then they'll go back and feed their babies with whatever else they get. In the meantime, that third adult will be looking after the puppies in between. So there's always one adult with the babies to protect them. So they work as a pack, like a lot of animals do. Huskies in their natural environment are exactly the same. So again, pack animals, and they'll hunt together. I know he's going to come out eventually. Second fox is lurking. I can hear it. There we go. So I'm assuming this is the male. I might be wrong. So yes and no. So I stay up until 3:30 in the morning, and the reason is that's the last medication Tyson has. And this one, like I said, where this one stays patiently, this one I'm going to tell off because I don't know if you saw that, it nibbed Yuki's tail. So what it's doing, it's encouraging her to move. So yeah, so this is my husky. So this fox, where this one will wait for the food, for my husky to move to eat her food, this one's the opposite. It's completely crafty, and it will be a nuisance and distract Yuki to try and steal her food. So it runs behind her, will grab her tail, as you saw just then. So this one I don't like. I like this. And you're on me. But you're not going to do that again, because I will tell you off. I can tolerate you, but you're not going to. So I will tell it off, because obviously it's starting. No, so um, so that's essentially what happens every night, and this is why I'm out here watching. So, as I said, with this one, it's very patient. It will just sit and watch. Very calm. Go up, stop sometimes. See later play, and if it feels confident, it'll take a piece, but it will never distress her. Whereas, as you saw with the other one, it will try and distract her. It can take some food, and it started doing that every night. But generically, when I'm in the garden, it doesn't come up. Today it has, but hopefully I've scared it off, so it knows not to do that. But it is a watching game. This is what I mean. I guess it's the same as it is with people, it is with all the animals. Yeah, no, they do. They work in packs like dogs do. But they are also solitude hunters. So foxes, they don't necessarily have to hunt in a pack. They do hunt by themselves as well. But like I said, with this one, it's the patient one. It's got the other personality. This is the good one that just sits and waits, takes its opportunity. Whereas the other one, it's one of those grabbers will just come in and take it as soon as it comes into the garden. Obviously, I have to protect my baby cow. Yeah, so this one, it goes dark. Don't know if that's better or not. So that's Yuki. Foxy's chilling here now, and this is Tyson, but he's waking up, so I don't know if he needs to go to the toilet. Hey, Bear, do you need to go to the toilet? Boy, hello? No? You my boy. Going back to bed, good boy. Hey, baby. Waking up. So, in front of Yuki there's a tray. There's a bowl and a tray. The bowl's got the water and the tray's got the food. but it's the foxes aren't after the water. The reason is there's water there, there's water there. We got like water up the garden, so I've got like 5 places for water, but it's the food it's after. And the Huskies get chicken as well, which is something all foxes like. So yeah, with the other fox, yesterday what it was doing, it was bouncing behind Yuki, making her turn her neck, and then as soon as she turned her neck, it jumped in front and grabbed a bit of chicken and ran away. Today, it's gone for the other trick where it's gone to just pinch her tail, so she turns around. Thank you, wee gem. Thank you for the gifts and the likes, it is appreciated. Can't tell if she's going to get up or not. She thought about it. So I can go right up to the fox if people want me to, but the only problem is I lose connection, so say yes and I'll walk closer, but you got to bear with me while it buffers into the right connection. This one's the friendly fox. Thank you for the likes and the gifts, Gem. It is appreciated. So how come you guys are up so late? I'm assuming you're both, well, I know you're from the UK, Cynthia. Gem, I'm assuming you are as well. Let's get closer to Foxy. It's going to buffer, so bear with me while you lose connection. You'll get it back. We're going to go say hello to the Foxy and Yuki. Hey, baby girl. You okay? Hey, my girl. It's okay, baby. Good girl. I got you. I got my girl. It's okay, baby. So, I don't know if you know. You should be able to see me sitting down with Yuki. Tell me if you see that. If you don't, I move into a better location. You get the. See. Where's it buffering? I need to stand up though, because the grass is wet and I'm getting cold, baby girl. You okay? You're not sure if it's friendly or pretending to be friendly. I think it's neither nor. So all animals, they trust people based on generally 2 things. First form of trust is always food. The second form of trust is care. So at this moment in time, this fox is learning I am the feeder of the Huskies. It's also learned I'm not going to harm it. And it's only been friendly for one reason, because of food. That's the truth of it. If there's no food here, it wouldn't come back. So this is Yuki. Do you see it, by the way? If you don't see my husky close up, tell me and I'll move. Like I said, I'm never sure with my internet. Is it buffering? Because I'm not getting a response, I'm going to assume I've got a connection. It's okay, baby. Right, so do you guys see the fox? The fox's head. You see this? I'm assuming you don't see this. So, they'll move again. So, do you see this, by the way, Cynthia, where I'm located now? Do you see the footage, or do I need to move? I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to where I know I'm guaranteed connection, so you guys can see. Oh, you do see it. Okay. So let's go back. So with Yuki, like I said, where she's diabetic, basically she can't feel any form of stress. If she feels stressed, she can seizure, and she has seizure a couple of times in the past. The last time she spent 9 days in a specialist vet, and it was touch and go to whether she was going to survive. So I basically know she hates being bathed and she will scream her head off. So I don't bath her at all. I'm letting her be natural. She does what she wants when she wants. I try to encourage her to sleep indoors, but she doesn't. She always sleeps outdoors. Excuse me, I'm just going to go back. Tyson's getting up, so I just need to help him. In the night time he struggles a bit more with the cold weather. Hey my boy, do you want a hand? Yeah, my boy. Should you go up then? Yeah, my boy. 1, 2, 3, up. Get your legs right. Oh, good boy. Right, so I'm just going to zoom out so you got there. So, with Tyson, like I said, he's going to step. Good boy. So, I don't need to hold him, when he first stands up, he needs assistance. Not all the time, but 10%, 20% of the time, so 1 in 5. He needs a helping hand. And he can keep on his feet, but sometimes when he does a number 2, where he puts his legs down, he struggles. But as you can see, so you didn't really want to see him where sorry I showed you that, but he can. I was just showing you he can keep on his feet. But every time we go on a walk, I do assist him, and on steps, as you can see now. Step. Good boy. Good boy. Do you want to go inside? Do you go inside? No? Shall I go inside? No. Good boy. So, yeah, it feels like I sleep outside, Cynthia. No, to be honest. So, I stay up until 3:30 just because of Tyson's medication. So, I stay out regardless, but obviously I'm used to staying inside. It's only since the foxes started appearing, I'm just intrigued by it all. So I come outside, and obviously to try and protect Yuki a little bit. I do the same thing. No, he doesn't. So he's been amazing. So when his legs gave on that walk, they literally fell under him about 12, 13 times. He couldn't get up, and he was just in pain, screaming the whole time. Got him home, and he was quite calm, but for 2 days he didn't move. He would get up and down to go toilet, but we thought we'll be putting him down, and then all of a sudden, next day, he wanted to go on a walk. So took him out, and he did that for the next few days as well. And then it became a stage again. He didn't want to walk again because he had another stumble, and that's where we put this scarf on him, just to give him that extra layer of support. And since putting the scarf on him, he's had extra confidence, and he's actually been really good. And Foxy's giving it a go. There we go. He's gone again. So that's the patient fox, and there's the other fox. So while I was dealing with Tyson, as you can see, it's come out again. That's when you lose stability. So fox 1, fox 2, and it's just done the same thing. So it's gone around the back of Yuki, but now it knows that I'm here. It will either hide, or it will attempt again, and it's going to attempt again. No. So this one's definitely scared of me compared to this one, but that one's got every reason to be scared of me, because if it keeps going for a... And obviously over the last So with that second fox, I do scare off. If anyone that's just joined, the reason is because it does. So what it started to do, my Huskies sleeping there, and she's got a little bit of food in front of her. It starts grabbing her tail to basically get her to move, and then it runs around the front to steal some food. But obviously I don't want her to feel any discomfort, so I'm trying to warn it off doing so. Whereas this one, I'm happy with it. It will sit there and it will explore Yuki's food, take some when it thinks it's got an opportunity, but generally leaves her in peace. But she is about to get up, I believe, soon. She's fidgety. Yeah, but with Tyson, sorry, going back to him, he has been brilliant considering what happened to him. We did have a problem with feeding and his stools. What happened to him? We did have a problem with feeding and his stools. And he was only eating about 40% of his food post his fall. It's only been the last week that he's actually started to eat more, about 60-70% of his food. But I'd say there's more so in the first couple of weeks. Every day was like, am I putting him down, am I not? But he's always been, as you can see now, he's not smiling of course, but he's content, he's happy, he's comfortable. He's happy in the daytime, he wants to go for walks, and the reason why he's not happy now is because it's middle of the night. I don't blame him. The problem with moving the foods in it doesn't matter. Foxes are a very determined animal, and they don't give up. So if they're unsuccessful, they'll keep trying, and they'll try and find alternative ways to take the food. So, as I mentioned, it didn't matter how many times I tried to scare it at the start, it kept coming back. It just finds a different way of challenging you. That's why I've become more accepting of it. But maybe move the pulse there. Trust me, it won't give up. It will never give up. The only time it is distracted if it's eaten itself. I like the patient fox. So, shall we wait tell anyone, but let's give it a chicken leg. Because it's the good one, and to be honest, I saw what Yuki's got left. She's only got a few slivers, so I don't think she'll get much. She is moving though, she needs a bit of help. Hey. You trying to get up, baby? Hey, puppy. Hey. You trying to get up, baby? Hey, puppy. So excuse if you stop. So once you got a little doggy, he's happy, worried that the fox will go in the tent with her. I think it would. Oh, you alright, baby? Do you want some water? Do you want water? Good girl. So, hopefully you can see this, but I'm sitting next to Yuki. We got a foxy that's just sitting across the path. Let's go up to Foxy. Oh. So I'll go closer, and it lets me get within a couple of feet of it. I know, I'm not going to hurt you. You know I don't hurt you. So you can see it now, yeah? You alright, mate? So it's always got its eyes on me. It trusts me, but it doesn't trust me. I'm getting closer and closer. He's not sure about this, or she's not sure about this. He's not sure about this, or she's not sure about this. So you can see she's only got a few bits left, which is enough for this one to want some. Right. I'm going to go get this. Yeah, so this is the friendly one. So this one is the one that just sits here and waits. Although if I sit here long enough, it'll want to move, because it doesn't, like I said, it trusts me, but it doesn't trust me. You alright, puppy girl? Wrong hole, baby. It'll want to move, because it doesn't, like I said, it trusts me, but it doesn't trust me. You alright, puppy girl? Wrong hole, baby. Definitely cute. Actually, I find their legs quite funny, because they got little black legs. So Tyson's getting up again, guys. I need to go help him once more. I don't know if he's getting up just to move, or sometimes he moves position. So he's just moving position to lick his leg. Hey boy, you okay? Are you trapped? No, it's there. Good boy. It's okay. Good boy. Sorry about that. I thought Tyson was trying to get up, but he wasn't. He was just switching position so he can lick his leg. And Foxy moved, but you can see where it moved to. So you guys see that? It's brave, right? So this, I mean, it's even, I think with this one, Yuki is more accepting of it. I think she still would attack it, don't get me wrong. I think she knows it's there, but she knows she can't catch it. So she's become more accepting. But I'm going to go up because I'm going to... That's right, it's moved anyway. You're going to finish all her food, mate. Thank you. No. Thank you. No. Thank you. No. Okay. No. Sorry guys, I just had to put the phone down so I can help her up. So she's arthritic as well. She's better on her feet, but she does need every now and again help as well. But generally she's much better. So, I know, come here, come. So the fox, I think the fox thinks it's a husky. As you can see, how confident is that? It's not scared at all. Well, it is scared, but it's confident. And you're going to annoy Tyson, he'll tell you off now you get some water. I know, right, Freddie? And like I said, it's just been amazing to watch how confident and over a month how much it's built itself and the relationship between them. Her and her, I'm guessing it. Like I said, Yuki's less reactive to that one, but the other one she's very reactive to. Can you guys hear that in the background? I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but you can hear like foxes scream. And I always used to think it was foxes fighting, but it's not. It's actually the foxes feeding and on occasions trying to hunt. So Yuki's still eating. Foxy didn't get it all. But he's waiting over here now. Let's go over to it. It's okay, I'm not doing nothing. Just which? No, too close, eh? I was too close. I was too close to you then. So now Yuki's got up, you can see, going for the scrappies. I don't think there's much left now. Get out of the way. Where are you going now? If I ever lay down, it will go annoy Tyson. He found something over there to eat. So, and like I said, I'm assuming this is so, completely agree, but I think it's always appearance, right? Because I know in any situation it's survival, so if it's backed into a corner, or if it felt threatened, or it felt like it needed to attack, it would. Compared to a husky, it's got no chance of survival in terms of bite forces and everything. However, now the huskies are fragile with their age. You don't know if eventually they'll try and take advantage of it, and as we saw before with the other fox, it was trying to take advantage of Yuki by tagging her tail. So they learn to adapt and build confidence. But I posted a video earlier today. Yuki can't see the foxes, so she's completely blind. But she knows the foxes are there. But the other day, the video I posted earlier, she knew where the fox was and she went for it. But obviously the fox jumped out of the way and she didn't know where it was after that. But she would go for it if she could. So if you go between connection with Tyson, he would take the fox out if he could, but he can't grab it. Yeah, 100% by smell. I can see when the fox is around in the garden, Yuki starts to lift her head, so she knows it's there. And I do think she knows it's in front of her when when it is. But I think through time, at the start, Yuki was quite scatty with the foxes as well. So where the foxes were running away more so, Yuki was also more reactive at first. And I think she just learnt to accept that she can't catch them, just let them do their thing, and she still gets to eat well. And it was the same with the magpies that we get every day as well. The first few times, Yuki was very reactive to them, and then through time, she's just accepted it all. So it's still lurking. My boy's gonna go to sleep. Right, guys, I do apologise, but my hands are freezing, and not only that, my battery's very low, so combination of both. I'm gonna call it a night tonight. Excuse me. I'm gonna call it a night tonight with the live. And Foxy's gone, so I think that's a triple whammy, right? I'm not that entertaining without the Fox or Huskies. So I'm gonna say goodnight to everyone and thank you all for joining, and for anyone that's commented or gifted or anything like that. Thank you so much. And thank you, Cynthia, for the conversation. It's been very nice speaking to you as well. Hopefully you get to see more in the future. The Foxes seems to be coming every single night, so as long as it keeps coming, I'll still go live. So, no, it's been my pleasure, Freddie. I love nature. I'm glad. Oh. So, did you guys hear that before I go? Did you hear that noise? So obviously that's the foxes. So that fox that was here has gone back, and oh no, it's come back again. Oh, you get a bit more footage. I'm not going just yet. No, it's going. Misled you. Got some final bits, but there was the foxes were making that noise. So I used to think that was foxes fighting. It's not. So the two foxes have sat down in front of Yuki making that noise, and when she's had her food. So I think that noise is actually the cubs making the noise when the parents are coming back with the food. That's what I think it is. I might be wrong. I'm not David Attenborough, but I'm assuming it's that. But she's done for the night. So yeah, as I was saying just before I got distracted, I always do that, carry on when I shouldn't. I will love you and leave you all, and thank you all again for joining. I hope you have a good Friday, start to the weekend. One more day of work, but you'll get there.